Hey guys, it's Patdees. I want to thank you for stopping by my channel today. Today is going to be, I guess, an unusual. I've been seeing these 19 questions going around, and I got tagged by the treasure hustlers, Jackie and Sarah, actually right before Christmas. I was going to do it, but I was putting the specials together, and I probably spent about 25 hours putting those three specials together, and then we left for Florida. Now, unfortunately, since I've been back home, I got home on Saturday, so probably when you're seeing this is about a week delayed, um, and I haven't been feeling good. So, and um, had some travel issues, so which I'll be doing more videos and stuff. I just uploaded a video about, if you guys can watch it, the baby giraffe at the safari ride at Animal Kingdom and stuff like that. But so I was hoping to do that, the 19 questions down there, and I was a little hesitant. I've seen it going around, and you know what? Since somebody took the time to bring my name up and tag me, why not be a good sport and participate and do it? As you can see now, it is what we are around January the 9th, January the 10th, and Patdees Christmas tree is still up. Yes, and it's going to stay up. And one of the things I'm going to talk about at the end of the 19 questions is something that I want to do. And I'm hoping that the viewers or other YouTube channels will be part of it. I suspect more YouTube viewers will be part of it and want to participate. I like the meaning of Christmas. So, and I'll talk a little bit more about that after the questions. So let's get started with the 19 questions. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Now you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
$10. About $5.
I got special glasses for you.
For me?
Yeah. Take them. These. We got all of those ones.
Actually, that's you, George. That's 100% you.
Huh?
That's good.
Huh?
The student is finally passing. The student.
Question number one: what does your channel mean? Well, Patdees72. Patdees is my name. Patrick is my name, and 72 is the year I was born, and 72 I wanted to kind of keep with the because I have another channel, Pat's Hall, and if you guys could subscribe to that channel, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to be working more on that, but the rule is 72. So there's things I want to do with it, and what I wanted was patdees.com also, so that when you Googled it, it would come up YouTube and that. But the problem is Patdees is taken it. I guess it's like a restaurant. So patdees72.com I own. So basically, it's just like it's my name. So there's no hidden meaning as far as that. So okay, question number two: where were you born? I was born in Easton, Pennsylvania. It's in the Lehigh Valley, close to Bethlehem and Allentown, and of course, 1972. Question number three: where are you now? I live in I would say the Poconos. I live in a little town near Lake Wallenpaupack. It's about 25 minutes east of Scranton, Pennsylvania. So I'm about an hour north of where I grew up in the Lehigh Valley. Okay, question number four. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite sex? Well, I don't know. I can't answer that. Sadly, my mother threw me out when I was 12. I didn't have a good home environment, and my dad passed away when I was around 17 and 8. No, closer to 18, yeah. He was much older when he had me, so he was 45, so I don't know. I know my sister passed away a couple years ago. Her name was Loretta. She was named after Loretta Lynn, so I don't know any country stars that are older that would have been Patrick. So I don't know that. Okay, number five. What is your eye color? blue, like my shirt. So, all right, that's an easy one. Number 6, what is your favorite candle set? I don't know. I'm not one much to burn candles. Um, my son has allergies, and my wife, she kind of has them too. But I do like when we used to own a Subway franchise. There was a customer that used to come in, and he manufactured candles for a living, and had a place about a mile away. And I stopped there one time, and he used to make a lot of the fruit. Like he had apple pie. That's the one I guess that stands out. Something that always love that smell of apple pie and stuff like that. So I guess I would go with an apple pie. We don't burn candles much. I mean, I think we've only burned candles when the power went out or something years ago. But even now, for safety reasons, because I had a fire when I was 5 years old and got rescued, I'm not a big fan of candles burning in the house. So. Okay, number 7, can you cook? Yes, I can cook. I actually used to be in the restaurant business, and I started in the restaurant business when I was 12 as a dishwasher, and learned how to shorter cook, and then learned how to, do all that. I worked in an Italian restaurant for like 3 years. Used to make homemade sauce and meat lasagna. We made, I went out in our restaurant. We made meatloaf. Back in the day when I was a teenager, it was funny because we used to have all the bandsaws where we would cut, pork chops and ham steaks, and we even sliced liver. A lot of that stuff now in the restaurant business comes in already pre-sliced. So yeah, I can cook. I wish I would do more of it at home. I had the tendency sometimes to eat out too much of the convenience of running through the, I always get joked about, it started last year when I had mentioned about Arby's and the coupons. And my favorite fast food restaurant is be honest, is Wendy's. I do like Arby's occasionally and stuff like that, but I love Wendy's, and I probably eat there 2 or 3 times a month. So I probably eat fast food though twice a week. So I gotta try to get away from that though. But yes, I can cook. Number 8, what is your sign? Aquarius. I was born in February, so I don't follow horoscope. It's fun sometimes to read them when I see them, and you're like, oh yeah, that like some things seem coincidence, and some things are like way off. So, okay, number 9, what scares you about getting old? Honestly, dying. I'm forever grateful getting up every day that I can. I went through a lot the last 3 years with cancer, and I'm grateful to, having lost my sister a couple years ago and lost my father early, and I value life, and I value what I can do yet with my kids and my wife, and there's a lot of things I want to do yet. So that's really what scares me about getting old. We know it's going to happen and stuff like that, but I try to live a healthy, clean life, except for eating fast food, I guess. But yeah. Number 10, what is the last thing you bought? I don't know. What's the last thing I bought? I mean, I buy a lot of things to resell that I don't keep, but I guess the last thing I bought to keep for myself. Don't know. I mean, again, I don't really know, actually. That's a tough question. In all honesty, when you buy so much every day, so there are times that you're sourcing every day, and you're not kind of keeping track. And once in a while, I'll pull something out and keep it myself. If it's something that I like that's collectible and stuff like that. Oh, you know what? The last thing I bought, that's what I'll mention. Last night when T had her auctions on her channel, I bought a lot of comic books. So, I mean, I might keep a couple of them. A couple of them were Disney. A couple of them I might just resell and put in bundles and stuff like that. But, yeah, I guess that would be the last thing I bought because I think that was a night or two ago when I was laying in bed sick. I was bitten on that. So, okay, number 11. What is your favorite holiday? Really? Really? That should be pretty easy answered. My favorite holiday is Christmas. Um, it wasn't my favorite holiday a lot of times as a kid. My parents had their priorities wrong. There was many years we didn't get nothing for Christmas. But I always said to be a better adult and parent to my kids that I was going to always make Christmas special for them. And what I like about it is actually, and I know that people will go, well, the Christmas tree or giving is not, it's the Jesus and stuff like that. But it's people have the tendency to be more giving around the holidays and just better hearts and. I like it, and that's why I keep my tree up as a reminder year round to kind of just always keep that gentle soul and always the meaning of that Christmas doesn't have to be, or that attitude of being giving and being good to one another doesn't have to always just be from Thanksgiving to Christmas. It can be year round. So that is absolutely my favorite holiday. What is your guilty pleasure? I don't know. I like going to, believe it or not, I like going to amusement parks, but corny ones. Like I like going to Knoebels and I like going on the train. I like, I've been down to Disney World. I just actually got back and I like going on the corny rides. I'm not a roller coaster person or nothing like that. That's part of that fear of dying, I guess. But and I like storytelling. That's I'm a cartoonist too. That have done some of that stuff, and so I guess that would be. And I like to develop that, but I like making people laugh and having a good time. So, 13. What show do you binge watch? The show that I binge watch the most is Cheers. The most. I mean, I've been watched The Sopranos, Ozark, Breaking Bad, and stuff. But the one that I continuously binge watch is Cheers. When I was sick the last basically 4 or 5 days, I think 2 or 3 nights, I must have watched 9 episodes or laid in bed with them on and woke up and hit the yes, I'm still watching button. But I've watched enough of them, and I've actually been to the Cheers bar in Boston. I've watched enough of them that I can basically not have to look at the screen and know exactly what's going on. I feel like I'm actually part of the guys. And mind you, I'm not a drinker, so I don't hang at a bar. But I like the laughter and the personalities that have guys sitting around. And I feel like, when people come in the bar and say, Norm, I feel Patdees, so I feel like I'm part of the gang. And I guess that has to do a little bit without having no family, in a sense, outside of my wife and my kids, that I can go to a place, and I think that's what the appeal of Cheers and the bar was, the storytelling of it, that it was a place that they could all get together and have friends. So, and that's kind of what, YouTube is about. So, okay. Number 14, what item do you never leave the house without? Besides my keys, I would say my wallet, my cell phone. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. I mean, your common stuff. 15. Are you an evening person or a morning person? I would say that I am more of an evening person. I've been a morning person. I've had jobs where I work 3-2-1. I work third shifts 1 week, second shift 1 week, first shift. So I've gotten up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. But I always seem to do better. When I had the restaurant and Subway, and I ran a beer distributor back in 20 years ago. But a lot of those businesses were open at 9 or 10 o'clock till 10 or 11 o'clock. And even when I worked at an Italian restaurant, that didn't open till 11 o'clock. And we were open till 11 or 12 o'clock. So I always seem to kind of fall into that gap of always doing better and more productive between the hours of, I would say, 11 a.m. to 11 at night. So I have the tendency now with YouTube and being a reseller that I stay up probably to 2 or 3 o'clock, and I get up typically. Usually, I'm up by 8:30, or I'm awake. Um, so I am definitely more of an evening person, and I really think our whole family is now anymore. That now my wife gets up early every day at 5 o'clock. She likes, but I mean, I don't know how she does it because a lot of times she does it on 4 or 5 hours worth of sleep. Um, so, what is your favorite movie genre? And that's question number 16. I don't know. I like a lot of movies. I mean, I really like a lot of movies. I remember getting my first VCR at Kmart. Now that Kmart is going out of business, when I was 16, and it was like 200 some dollars, and getting VHS tapes, and I have a lot of old VHS tapes, that movies that aren't on Netflix that I love to watch. But I mean, I like comedy, I like action, I like drama, adventure, document. I mean, I'm on Netflix. I don't watch much TV anymore. I watch more of those type of things. Um, I mean, I do like, I don't know, I do like, I guess I would have to say comedy would probably be the stronger one, but I do like a good broad mix of different movies. Okay, what is good in your life right now? Question number 17. What is good in my life right now? um, well, let's be honest. Going back to that question, I'm alive, so that's what you have to. You have to be hopeful. I got it. I've been with the same girl since I'm 16 years old. I have 2 sons. Um, I have a roof over my head. I never go hungry. I have a lot of potential in developing my eBay and my Amazon, and even YouTube, and so there's a lot good in life right now. We have the tendency to want to complain about things and stuff like that, and I get it. We all have those days and stuff like that, but there's always someone that's worse off than you. So, hope that answers that question. 18. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I don't know. What do you think? um, I would say I'm an extrovert. I'm not afraid to talk. I'm not afraid to act out. I'm not afraid to be the clown. When I was in school, I was a class clown, and I got in a lot of trouble for it sometimes. Um, to the point where I was afraid if I was going to go home, I was going to get a beating because I was acting out in class, and I remember acting out and people talking about it. Oh, he just wants attention, and it was kind of always like, wow, attention is bad. Uh, but I got it. You don't get it till later in life. It's bad when you're one out of 30 kids in the class and the teacher can't concentrate on you, but you want to be that one to stand out. So yes, I would be an extrovert, and as I'm getting older and even doing YouTube more, it's even coming out more because I'm at a point in my life that I kind of don't care about what certain people think anymore. I mean, I do. I'm sensitive and stuff on certain things like that, but sometimes you get tired of people, in a sense, act your age, or don't do this, don't do that. It's like you're not living my life or paying my bills. So when people say just be you, and again with that comment, I would say be you, but always be respectful of other people and try not to hurt somebody's feelings. Because you think you can be a loudmouth or speak out. There's nothing wrong with speaking out, but do it in a respectful way. There's too much I see going on with social media anymore. With Twitter, Facebook, and even YouTube. I've noticed it that people have this tremendous power and platform to do this, and they're just not conscientious of what they're doing. I want to be mindful of what I'm doing, that when I look back, or when people look back on Patdees, that they are, hey, that I was a nice guy, and that life has meaning, and that I don't have to worry about regrets. Not everybody's going to like me, unfortunately, and I've been a boss of over 800 employees. That sometimes I have to make decisions that people will come and go in your lives, and things happen, and you don't agree with their behavior, or there are things going on. So, uh, 19. What is your biggest accomplishment? Wow. And that's the 19 questions. What is your biggest accomplishment? Really for me, my biggest accomplishment is basically breaking the cycle of my background. I didn't have a good background. Mom and dad were not supportive of me. I've never heard them tell me they loved me. We struggled. We grew up on welfare, and I had a tough kid life. There's stories I could tell you that people would say, "Oh my God, they would be shocked." So, biggest accomplishment really is breaking that cycle. I know people want to say, being a recent, biggest accomplishment, I sold $100,000. Anybody can make money if you apply yourself and go to college and chase after. Money comes and goes. I had successful business that, unfortunately, with a couple years ago with cancer and competition and things happen, we had to close it down. And so, people would say, well, opening a big restaurant like that was a big accomplishment. It was one of life's many accomplishments, but my biggest accomplishment to be proud of is being a better person than what my environment I grew up with, and that really means a lot, of that message of also wanting to teach that to other people and stuff. So, all right, that is the 19 questions. Before I go, one of the things I want to touch on is my Christmas tree is staying up year round. And one of the things I want to do is, if you notice, this was our Christmas tree. We weren't even sure. It was pushed over to the side, and my wife, we had straightened up the room here some. We had stuff in the way, and for listing and stuff. But my older son and his fiance came over, so we took some stuff down in the basement, and my wife got the tree under. We got some presents under there. But if you notice, it doesn't have no ornaments. It just has the lights. So I thought of, I leave my Christmas tree up. Why don't I do something that's unique and encourage the viewers or people to participate? What I want to do is every week until next Christmas is I want to hang an ornament up on it. But I want the ornament, I'll probably get a couple. Now, I got this when I was down in Florida. I got this at the Salvation Army. For $2.99, it's Christy Yamaguchi, figure skater. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's a keepsake hallmark ornament. I'm gonna hang it up there. I think we're gonna add blue lights. Maybe we'll have blue and red on the tree. But I want to put an ornament up every week, and what I want to do is feature. I want to encourage you guys to send in an ornament. Someone asked me, and I had mentioned this about a week ago doing this. They thought it was a good idea. And if someone made a homemade one, would I hang it? Of course I would. Of course I would. But I don't want nobody to go out and buy a new ornament. What I want is, if you got an ornament that's in your attic that I'm going to throw this away, or my kids don't want it, or if you were you go to a yard sale, you go to a garage sale, you go to an estate sale, you go to a Goodwill, you go to a salvage. In other words, we're going to repurpose Christmas ornaments to Patdees' tree. And by the end of next year, there's going to be 52, hopefully, maybe 50, because I'm doing this a little late, and I'll probably pick up a couple myself for the gaps in between that maybe I don't get any. Now, I will touch base on my YouTube channel. But every week when I do this and get an ornament, I will do it on my Instagram, because I can do a 1-minute video. I can, hey, this is Patdees, and Susan from Florida sent me this ornament to hang up on the tree. I want to thank them, and you got some. And I know there's a cost to it, and I appreciate it. And typically to ship something, these couple ounces will cost around $3 or $4 and stuff like that. But I want to encourage people to be part of Patdees' Christmas tree. Be part of the spirit of Christmas. Be part of giving. Be a part of year-round and part of it. And again, I will mention you if you're a channel, or it doesn't matter even if you're a viewer, just a viewer. Send it in, and I will make you part. I will mention you on YouTube and Instagram. When I hang that ornament every week, I will do like a minute, like, hey, this is Patdees, and this is the ornament I got this week from, Bob up in Montana, and I really want to see if people get on board with it. And what I may do is I'll make the clips for 1 minute, and then I may I'll hang on to 3 or 4, and then I'll hang it. But by the end of next year, or this year actually, yeah, because the time goes fast, I want to see this tree covered with just ornaments that people got from Goodwill, Salvation Army, and that were sent in from viewers and stuff like that. Down in the description below is my address. It's P.O. Box 667, Hamlin, Pennsylvania, 18427. If you have any questions, again, don't go out and buy. If you're on your travels and you find something for $1 or $2, and I'll be honest, a lot of times you can find a box. I had mentioned something to Jack Locker Nuts, and he said that I think he got some, and he was gonna. The thing is getting people to remember to do it, and I'm hoping that my weekly postings on Instagram will be that driver to kind of, oh yeah, and when they come across it, that they'll send it my way. So I want to thank Sarah and Jackie, the Treasure Hustlers, for sending it, tagging me with the 19 questions. I met them early last year in January when they had a couple thousand subs, and we like to banter, but Jackie likes to pick on me a little bit, and Sarah is my saving grace and stuff like that. But I'm always grateful for the people I've met on YouTube. I don't think there's anybody that I regret having met. We all have different personalities, and that's who we are, And but I'm excited for the new year. I'm going to do another video on goals and what I plan to do with the channel. That'll be coming out. And I thank Sarah and Jackie. Actually, I had done the 3 shows, and they participated in a greeting, and they actually had put me in a recap. It was funny because I had done those specials, and I saw that some people then, I don't know if I was the encouragement or planted the seed, but I saw several channels then do a little bit of a recap of their year, and 2 or 3 channels I was actually in that I participated in on their shows. So thanks again. I want you guys to give me a thumbs up, comment below, click the bell button. I'm really I'm almost at 1,800 subs. I'd really like to, I was hoping, to be honest, around 3,000 now, but there's slow moments at times, and I really like to see the channel get up to about 10,000. That's kind of my year-end goal this year, 10,000 subs. It can be done. It's going to take some work and getting out there and getting people to know who Patdees is and stuff. And I'm not just a reseller. Reselling is part of what I do in life. But I want to thank, actually, real quick, it's Kevin, I think, Commonwealth Picker. He had the questions posted on his, and I had watched his, and I said, you know what? If he can do it, Patdees can do it too. So he kind of was the kind of push to say, you know what, Pat, get your 19 question videos out. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Hey guys,
Bye.
it's Patdees. I forgot that making the video, I think part of it you're supposed to challenge other channels or people to do this. I don't want to single anyone out that doesn't want to do it and stuff like that. So I would encourage that anybody that watches this that wants to do it and wants to participate in, and just say, hey, Patdees, I watched his and I thought it was a good idea, and I will post the questions below, and you guys can copy and paste. And if you guys want to do your own 19 questions challenge on the same questions and just give me a little shout out, I'd appreciate it. So thank you guys for watching.